It's definitely a bit mind-bending. We had our narrator who we never really knew whether to trust or not. She was set up as not really being a great person. You know, almost immediately we see her sleeping with a married man. And you never really quite knew what was real and what was not. She was kind of unreliable. Um, the music in this did a great job of setting the tone and sort of setting up that eerie, mysterious, uncertain tone that we really needed in this, you know, because a lot of times, especially at the end there when she's looking at her phone, um, you didn't really know if we should believe what we saw. And that music really helped to give that chill up your spine, and those questions in your head. But yeah, overall, we had some great acting in this film. The actors did a great job. I never knew if they were telling the truth or not.
What is initially proposed as a quite simple story actually contains quite a bit of psychopathy to it. Our main character here is portrayed with a lot of internalized trauma and issues about the person she wants to be and the person she's being. And we see the consequences of her actions come to fruition in the conclusion. And it leaves us extremely curious as to what will happen next in her journey.
It was intense, yo. I was on the edge of my seat, locked in, which, there's a testament to the great storytelling as far as uh, building suspense and building tension. I really like the cinematography. I thought the choice to go shaky cam handheld, because a lot of people go shaky cam handheld because they're like, we're going to build tension. But I think this is how you do that well. Shaky cam dead, like, because it matches how the characters are feeling, which is like a little uneasy, a little unsettled, on edge. And it wasn't shaky cam for the sake of shaky cam. It was motivated, and I really like that. And I think it was also executed well. The lighting was great, the acting was great, everything was great.
I thought this was intriguing and thrilling a little bit. With you obviously get a little bit of the complicated relationship between her and this guy, and you find out later that he's a cop. And to, kind of add everything else, you kind of have her inner monologue with clearly she struggles with drinking and how much she drinks and what she drinks, and the kind of, there's obviously some sort of history there. So I think getting all of that kind of fed to you really was amazing for this, because then when you get to the very end and you realize that she kind of almost did like black out, and you have this moment where you question, like, was it because of the drinking? Is there something else going on? Her going from crying to like straight up laughing in the car at the end, I think says that there's something else going on. But the fact that nobody knew what happened, that, like, yes, the other guy was taken away, but he was like completely, it was blown off of, like, there wasn't anything else happening besides this drunk guy that didn't want to leave. Like I said, I thought it was really, really fascinating. I thought it was thrilling. I really liked how they kind of just fed you bits and pieces, and then you get to the very end and you're like, whoa, something else happening here than I thought was happening, which I thought was really fun as well.
The cinematography in this was absolutely stunning. And I loved the music that they chose in the beginning. It reminded me a lot of Rival Sons. Very, very cool stuff. Other than that, I really loved this. I thought that the actors did a fantastic job. I liked how the filmmaker set up the story and what was going on. There were moments that were very funny. There were moments that were really suspenseful. Yeah, I thought that they did a really great job with this.
Love how we as the audiences are immediately thrown into the story. We are quickly introduced to the protagonist or obstacles like alcohol, and then the story really begins when the blooded man enters the bar. I love the intercutting between the scenes and how we keep going back and forth to the night, and how we follow the story until everything sort of comes together by the end.